We begin at the White House, where President Donald Trump held a nearly 50-minute phone call with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau yesterday. Amid the ongoing trade war between the two allies, President Donald Trump raised the issue of fentanyl being smuggled into the United States from Canada. The White House has in fact confirmed that Vice President J.D. Vance and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick were also on the call, which went from cordial to heated within minutes.
Well, the president did just put out a statement on his call with the governor, Justin Trudeau, as he calls him, of Canada. And he said that he was not pleased, as you said. He said it's not good enough. He told Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that directly. The call ended in a somewhat friendly manner, as the president said, but he's not going to stop standing up for the American people.
The majority of the call revolved around drug trafficking and illegal migration from Canada into the United States. Though Prime Minister Trudeau detailed how Canada was in fact ramping up efforts, President Donald Trump dismissed them as, quote, not enough.
Through the northern border in Canada, in last fiscal year alone, there was enough fentanyl seized to kill 4.8 billion people. And that number is up 2,050% from 2023, the year before. So there's been more than a 2,000% increase in illegal fentanyl seizure at the northern border. Why? Because Canada is allowing that fentanyl to come to the United States. The president sees these numbers. He thinks about the lives that are lost. And everybody in this room, I'm sure, everybody watching at home, everybody across the country knows someone in our lives who has been killed at the hands of this deadly poison. There needs to be repercussions for that. The president feels very strongly about it.
Now, following the lengthy conversation, President Trump accused the Canadian Prime Minister of using the tariffs issue as a way to stay in power. Taking to social media, the commander-in-chief stated that he told Prime Minister Trudeau to hold elections. Prime Minister Trudeau has been in power since 2015. However, he decided to step down from office and announced that he would resign as the head of the Labour Party in January of this year.
Well, the president put that in his True Social account, or his True Social post earlier today. He feels strongly that it would be very beneficial for the Canadian people to be the 51st state of the United States. They wouldn't be paying for these tariffs. They'd have much lower taxes if they were part of our great country.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Trudeau says that he will stand up for Canadians against Donald Trump's trade war and will ensure that Canadian businesses are not harmed.
So today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal. But Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
And now, after the spat between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, the commander-in-chief is now butting heads with its neighbor to the north, despite Canada being America's longest and most trusted ally for more than a century.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on first post. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.